beautiful YouTubers, welcome back to Ashley's Nail Channel. This is a nail design sketch that I did that was inspired by the Chanel Spring 2019 collection. In this video, I will tell you how I did the tweed patterns of the nail jewels and the Camellia Chanel flowers. So here is my hand that is already prepped up. Right now, I have the easy tips on. I like these tips because it's short and rounded and already pretty. They're gonna go perfectly well with the Camellia Chanel flowers and the other jewels that I'm gonna put on. So I'll just take a bonder and then apply them to all my fingers before I get started. The first step is to get all the base colors on the nail. Make sure to paint the bottom as well, especially on the first coat. On my middle finger, I will only paint halfway. I'm having this pink cure and more stay put to make it more even. And then I'll put a full coat of that pink on my index finger and also on my thumb. For my ring finger, I will put Skinny Dip from Essie. After the first coat, we'll cure for about 60 seconds. I'll repeat the first steps and put on a second coat for each fingers. After the second coat, cure for about 60 seconds. Now it's gonna get more exciting with the tweed pattern. This is C&D Shellac Holographic. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this color to create a grooted pattern. So I'll start drawing boxes going in a diagonal direction. There's going to be multiple colors for this pattern, so make sure to pink cure in between colors. I'm switching to Bikini So Teeny by Essie and doing another set. And then do the same thing with the yellow. I just can't cope a cabana. Then finish up the pattern with C&D Holographic. And let's cure for about 60 seconds. Then I'm going to do a thin top coat for each fingers. Do it on the ring finger and the thumb too. Let's cure this for 60 seconds. Then get rid of the stickiness of the gel by rubbing it off with alcohol. I'm gonna get a little bit of the Blanc on my color palette and use this thin liner brush to get the texture of the tweed onto my nails. Take thin, short strokes going in a vertical direction. And the placement can be kind of random. You can have fun with it. Repeat this pattern for all the fingers except the ring finger. Then we will cure for about 60 seconds. Now we're gonna draw lines going in a horizontal direction. Repeat this step for all the fingers except the ring finger. After all is finished, cure this for 60 seconds. I'm going to take a small brush like this. Use the brush to outline the ring finger with Getting Naughty on My Honeymoon. Pink cure a little bit, then do another coat. Since this is a light color, I did 3 coats. Then we'll cure about 60 seconds. Okay, the tweed pattern is done. I'm gonna put a thorough top coat with gelish Top It Off for all my fingers. Then cure for about 60 seconds. Then spray some alcohol and wipe it down until the stickiness goes away and it's shiny. It should look like this. Step 4. Bling them up. I'm going to use these 2 beautiful jewels to put on my ring fingers. I'll take a flat brush like this and use it to dab on some of the Feel So Good gel. Place the jewel on the center of the nail. You can have a handy tweezer to help you. Once you're ready, cure for about just a few seconds to hold them still. Now I'm going to fill in the Feel So Good gel to any edges that doesn't sit on the nail. And for this procedure, I like to use the left side of the brush to get all the details. I couldn't fill in all the gaps in the first try, so I had to alternate between filling more in and curing and repeating until I am satisfied and think it's not going to catch my hair. For my middle fingers, I'm going to take this little yellow gold balls and the pearls over here. Then I'm going to do the same thing. Get the handy tweezer to pick up the pearl. Oops. I'm just going to flip it and then put it in the center. And place the gold next to the pearl. So this is going to be an alternating pattern. Isn't it beautiful? It's like having a ring on your nails. And then pin cure until it's stable. I'm putting the Feel So Good gel around the edges. When it's done, cure for 60 seconds. Next is the Chanel Signature Flower, and I'm gonna use acrylics to sculpt it. So here's my monomer, and I'm gonna get out my dipping powder, Alpine Snow. Take a pointier brush like this and take a little bit of the monomer and then the Alpine Snow. And just place the first petal onto the nail. Make a perfect sphere and then flatten it down so it's a perfect circle. And then I'm gonna repeat that process until I make 5 petals on the outside and 4 petals in the inside. Try to make all the circles look the same. I'm just gonna make enough space so I can put a pearl on the flower. Then put a Feel So Good gel in the middle. Then place a small pearl. Cure. Then fill the edges with Feel So Good. Cure again. So these are the final steps. I'm gonna use a top coat to finish up. And I'm using a tiny brush to apply a non-white top coat from Diami. Then brush all the other edges of other jewels with a top coat. And that's it! It's the Chanel-inspired gel nail art. If you like my video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.